everybody, it's Laura back. Today, it seems like Sundays are the day, let me take these off. Sundays are the day for me to do my videos that just, my weeks are so busy, and Sundays are the days where I'm a little more relaxed. I'm down here and I'm either reading or writing, and it seems like it's not necessarily a work day. Sometimes it is. But it's just my day to be down here. This is my writing space. I have my little typewriter. But this is also, I'm working on my next magazine edition right here. And it's just, this is my little corner to where I study my Bible, where I buy courses all the time. So I watch my courses. And then right behind, whoops, right over there and over there, I have my design station, and then I have my art station, and maybe I'll do a studio tour sometime. This is literally back in the very back corner of my entire studio. But this is where I hang out on Sundays, and it seems to be the day where I feel like doing videos. So you guys ready to get a laugh? I did a video today because I'm starting a new channel because I just learned I have what's called alpha-gal syndrome, which is a meat allergy. So meat being mammalian meat. Did I say that right? Mammalian? Beef, pork, lamb, dairy products. Think gelatin, all of that kind of stuff. Anyway, so I'm starting a channel just to kind of navigate that whole thing. Because there's not a lot about it out there. So you guys can go check it out. I'll put it down there. So I talked on it for 30 minutes. I wasn't recording. Oh my gosh, I just felt so silly. Anyway, so I'm hoping I'm recording now. It looks like it. So today I just wanted to talk about crypto again. And just some of the lessons that I'm learning in crypto, which are great. I'm actually so excited to be on this journey. God makes life so interesting and so much fun. And there's just so much joy when we walk with God and walk in intimacy with us. And he gives us the desires of our heart when we align our heart to his. And so, this year or the last several months, I've really just been asking him to teach me to change my mindset about money. And because it seems like I just get to this point, where we have everything we need, but it's just, there's nothing left over. And with my businesses, I can only take it to a certain level, but it doesn't seem like I never go to the next level. And I'm like, Lord, just teach me. Teach me how to change my mindset to do something different. And anytime we want to do something different, anytime we want to grow, it just takes a lot of effort. And so one of the, we can either whine and complain, and which we all do sometimes. We all get frustrated. This week was a very frustrating week for me in crypto. I didn't lose any money, but I actually made money. But just, it's not easy. It takes a lot of work. I have literally spent hours and hours and hours watching lessons, watching videos, trying to set up accounts, trying to figure out what in the world are they talking about. I listen to these lessons, or I listen to these YouTubers, and I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. This is the first week that I think I'm starting to understand what they're talking about shorts. Before, I'm like, what's a short? I'm just starting to get an inkling in that I've figured out, and I probably am not saying this right. It sounds like gambling to me. They're basically betting on whether the price is going to go down. I think. I know I could do probably a quick Google search and learn that, but I'm not there yet because I'm doing Google searches on so many other things, just trying to figure out what the heck are these people saying so that I can at least understand the courses. Anyway. And so it just gets frustrating sometimes, and then frustrating when You're trying to set up accounts and they're not working, and then there's no customer service because, like, everybody in the world is investing in crypto and they could care less. If you need help, you're just going to have to figure it out. So, anyway, and I will. It's just some days, there are just moments, most of the time I'm pretty patient. I'm like, okay, I can figure this out. And then every once in a while I just go, ah, somebody help me. And, but anyway, there's this long suffering, and that is actually a gift, or evidence of the Holy Spirit, is when we have that long suffering and that patience. And I just learned so much about who God is in just my everyday life. It's so exciting. And I don't know how to convey that to people, how exciting it is to walk with God. I mean, a lot of people look at religion as just being so restrictive and boring and tight. And you know what it is? Religion is. I've been in religion for a very long time. But when you break off of religion and you encounter this amazing God, life just like explodes. And some people think, well, once you get saved and you know God and you walk with God, life is just this la-di-da-di-da. And it's not. It's a war. It is a war. You become a soldier. You become a bondservant, and you become a soldier. And a lot of people don't tell you that, which means life is hard, really hard. But there is just this amazing joy that goes with it. So a bondservant is somebody who willingly, of their own choice, says, I am going to serve you with my whole heart. Everything I have is yours, and there is nothing of mine. And that's what a bond servant is. And that's really what happens in salvation when we, when we give ourselves, when we're born again, what we're saying is, I am dying to this whole life that I have the option to keep for myself on this earth and do as I please. But I'm going to die to that, and I'm giving it to you. And I'm going to be born again into your family and to be adopted by you. And I'm going to love your ways. I'm going to love your truth. And I'm going to do things your way instead of my way. And that is eternal life, is when we choose of our own accord to do things God's way. And it's tough. But there is this joy that you cannot, I don't know how to explain. Doesn't mean that there are moments where you just cry and things are really hard. Doesn't mean things are perfect. In fact, I will tell you this: when you give your life to Christ, be prepared, because things are going to get really, really tough, because now you're an enemy of this world. You're an enemy of the God of this world. And I don't have time to get into all of that right now, but there's still joy. So for me, everything I do is an act of worship. So the fact that I'm in crypto now, and I'm working on, and I'm learning crypto, and it is an act of worship for me, and it is a delight. And at the end of the day, I'm like, Lord, help me to not be consumed with money. Help me to not be consumed with, am I missing out on this, or did I miss that, or thinking about it all the time. I want to think about you, but I want to honor you with my life. I want to honor you with the resources that you gave me. I want to be that person in the Bible where it talks about the talents, where the Lord hands out the talents and they come back and said, look, I've given you, this is what you gave me. This is what I'm able to give back to you. And I want to be that person who says, look, I have an extra 10, or if he gave me 5, I have an extra 5, and I want to bring back to him more than what he's given to me. So for me, it's an act of worship. And also I'm doing it because I want to change the legacy of my family. I'm looking at generational wealth here. This is not just for me, so I can buy a car or go on fancy trips or anything like that. For me, I'm doing this as an act of worship. I do my magazine because I love it, because this is a reflection of my heart. This is the desire of my heart. I didn't ask God for a magazine. I wasn't even thinking about a magazine, but I laid down the desires of my heart. I laid down everything, and this is what He handed me. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the desire of my heart, and I didn't even know it. So this is just an expression. This is another way that I can worship God. But for me, that's more out of the just sharing my heart with the world and praying that that impacts other people. This crypto is me trying to change the financial heritage for our family, instead of just getting by day to day to day. And yes, we have this great house with a lake view. We have everything we need. We're definitely very middle class, but we have everything we need. And so I'm so thankful for that. We have a warm bed, plenty of food to eat, but there is nothing left over. Like, we could never retire. Even though we're in our 50s, at this point, we could never retire. We would work until the day we died, and then I would have nothing to give my son. And I want to change that. And I believe there's no such thing as too late. So all that to say is that's what I wanted to share with you today. Some of the things that I've learned in crypto this week, and I wish I had written them down, but just off the top of my head, is you need patience. Get on multiple different exchanges, because not every crypto is on every exchange. So there were some cryptos that I heard about this week that I wanted to purchase, and I couldn't find them. I'm like, where are they? And they were on exchanges that I was not part of. And so I had to sign up for more. And so just be prepared to be on multiple exchanges for multiple reasons. And then the other thing is, as a beginner, I have found it very difficult to work with TradingView, and I'm sure it's going to get sorted out this week. I'm on a 30-day trial before I actually pay for it. So unfortunately, they refuse to offer any service and any assistance support until you actually pay, which to me, that makes no sense. When somebody's trying to figure out if they want to use your product and they're having issues in the trial period, but you won't talk to them, to me, I'm like, meh. So I actually signed up with a company called BitUnix, and I had no problems with getting on with them. So I'm not sure. I might just use the free version of TradingView just to look at things, but I probably won't need it if I use BitUnix. I don't know. Maybe I'll have both. I haven't decided yet. Just putting that out there if anybody ever listens. Hey, if people are in a trial, especially if they're beginners, at least answer their emails, because the fact that you would not answer my email, TradingView, as somebody who really wants to use your product, I probably won't. And BitUnix, thanks for being easy to get signed up and connected and whatever. So I did purchase some new coins this week to diversify my portfolio, and I was able to do that without adding any more of my money. My crypto is multiplying, and so I pull things out on occasion, and I just redistribute them. This week was the first week I actually pulled out some cash. I just put it in the RLUSD, which is it's like a I think it's considered a stable coin, meaning it doesn't fluctuate a bunch in price. It's just $1. And so it's not, I haven't pulled it into my bank account yet. It's just sitting there. So this, you might find this interesting. A lot of exchanges will allow you to open up a stable coin account, like checking account, not checking account, but bank account, where you can earn interest. So whether it's like USDC or USDT or RLUSD, and you can earn interest. And so I opened up a couple of wallets under RLUSD, one for my business, one for personal. And so when I pull profits and I put them in there, I put the money in there and I don't have to worry about if it's going to lose money. The price isn't going to fluctuate, but I can earn interest on that. So it's just sitting there until I'm ready to pull it into my bank account. And I haven't done that yet because I still have to learn about what's the tax implications of that, because I need that money to pay off debt. But I want to make sure I'm doing everything on the up and up, and I understand taxes and all of that. So right now it's just sitting in an RLUSD account. So anyway, I pulled out, this is my very first where I actually kind of like paid myself and didn't reinvest it. Like this is going to go directly to pay down my debt. So it was almost $300 that I put into that account. My Onyx coin that I told you guys about last week, this morning when I was grocery shopping, I happened to notice on my phone, and I looked up, and my $100, first I started with 50 and then I added another 50. That $100 grew to $900. And I could have pulled it out and kind of saved some of that 260 or 70 or whatever that I told you I pulled out my RLUSD. I'm counting that in because that's where that profit came from, was from there. So that plus what was still in my account was over $900. And I should have pulled out some more because it got up to 0.048 cents, and which is really high. It's now down to, at the time of recording, I think 0.32 or something. But I chose not to. I probably should have pulled a little bit of profit then, but I had pulled profit earlier in the week, so I didn't. So, but I think if it goes up again to that 0.048, I'll pull a little bit more profit. But we'll see. I'm hoping that maybe this one coin will continue to produce where I can make a big chunk of payment on my debt. So real world life impact from crypto. Very exciting. I don't have any more updates about the crypto company I told you guys about in my last video that I had invested in several years ago, before I really knew anything about crypto, and then they kind of went away, and I'm supposed to be getting coins. I haven't gotten coins for their new project. I have not received those yet. Still waiting. So I just prepared myself mentally. If I've lost it all, I've lost it all. But I am hoping that I will get something out of it, and we'll be able to at least recoup what I put in there. I did put in several $1,000s 5 years ago as a startup on that. So we'll see if that was a risk that I did way back then when I knew zip, and I knew 000 about crypto. Now I just know 0 about crypto. So I've jumped one less zero. That makes sense. And then I did invest in a pre-sale on another crypto. So I'll maybe tell you guys about that next time, because I want to do a little more. I didn't do a lot of research. This was just kind of like, I think I'm going to do this. And I had a little bit of Ethereum from a leftover account from when I did that first crypto 5 years ago. So I used part of that, about half of that, to try something new and see where that goes. All right, I'll tell you more about that next time. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you maybe next Sunday. Bye.